God's keep ye.
Excuse me. Hem. Pardon me. Helig is dead for good. Modred lets out a long breath. Then I can rest easy. You've done a great service for Animacy, for the Sanitarium, and for me. Thank you. Glad to be of help. No reward? You're a dick. Okay, let's see what's down here first. Save. Ripley. Believe it or not.
I suppose it can't be helped. Hope that helps.
Whoa. Okay. The Pale Lady. Graham. The Midnight Man. And Uskrim. Caveman Azo was absent from his office, and he's evidently been running some secret experiments. I should take this up with the head warden. Whether this is connected to the Leaden Key operations remains to be seen. Huh. Oh. A Ratuai Tai merchant ship was sunk by Adrian pirates off the eastern coast of Raid Saris. Before the ship collapsed into the water, the pirates made off with a variety of precious treasures, many of which were experimental animacy implements or nautical devices. The concerned would-be recipients of the cargo are discreetly inquiring about potential help. Their hope is to recover the shipments before pirates learn the value of what they've taken. Go get him. Sagani is assigned. Awesome. I've never been able to do this before, so I'm pretty pumped about this. Go get him. All right. Hell yeah, dude. One sec, guys. Gotta blow my nose real quick.
Good day, stranger.
Okay, so this is Master Azo's assistant. I'm looking for an expert on awakenings. There's Viding Scholar from Ravua here. Okay. Okay. Note from Azo added to stash. Note from Azo. Is it here or is it in quest items? Oh. There. Ripley, I require more copper tubing for my next experiment. Do not requisition it from the Sanitarium stores. I do not have the time to deal with the head warden's inevitable questions. Suspect. Okay. Dark Blazer, the GOG giveaway stuff is just happening from GOG throughout the day. They're just picking random accounts and giving it to people. So, yeah. That's how that works. Yep. There we go.
Nice and quiet.
The edges of the cage are dented and scored with claw marks. Fun. Opai Nani. Nice, dude. There you go, buddy. Oh, sorry about that, though. That does kind of suck. Good on you for getting a bunch of games, though.
Welcome.
A woman paces back and forth, her feet crunching on the soft red carpet. She gestures and mumbles to herself, shaking her head as she pores over pages of notes. She almost walks into you. Ekosi! Here I am, looking so hard for answers in my research that I do not see the kiss standing in front of me. What can I do? I'm looking for an expert on awakenings. That would be me. That the lack of research subjects has been made me more of an expert in counting floorboards. I would like to transfer animacy success into buttressing pre-awakened souls to soothing those whose souls have already been awakened. But I need subjects, and most of the patients here are too broken to produce reliable results. It is a tragedy to have come so far for nothing. You're in luck! I have a volunteer. She springs to the balls of her feet, beaming. Gilarde! Who is it? Alos's lips curl into a frown. I don't know about this. She grins more broadly still. Don't be silly. The process is perfectly harmless. All you do is stand in that cage. I beg your pardon. I jest. You Aderins are so uptight. I do not know what the thing is used for. It belonged to the last occupant of this office, I think. Now they upgrade him to a cell. Again, I jest. She rubs her hands together, getting down to business. So I need you to sit here, she takes Aloth by the shoulders and steers him to the couch, and try to relax. But don't try too hard, then you will not be relaxing. Indeed. His eyes are humorless. Hey, Rat Devil, what's up, dude? And you must also wear these. A little cold, but the copper will help conduct your essence. The Animancer fastens thick copper bands to Aloth's forehead and wrists. As she ratchets them tighter, his face twitches with suppressed irritation. Now I will examine your soul through my scope. She reaches into her desk and produces a long, chambered tube. Knobs, dials, and small toothed wheels run along the side of the device. It is fitted with Adra lenses, cut to different thicknesses and concavities. By manipulating them, I find the angles and densities that will allow me to track the anomalies in your soul. I wanted to say abnormalities. Anomalies in your soul. How exciting! I've never seen this sort of thing performed. Ken appears at the device with interest. It seems suitably complicated. Does this mean we'll get to talk to Isomir more? I like that lady. She raises a finger. But first, we must find this cunning interloper. You will answer some personal questions while I make adjustments. Very well. She holds the scope to her eyes and flicks a knob. To begin, tell me something personal. Something from a time before your awakening. There's nothing to tell. I was just a normal child living in Sithwood. He looks to you. His face is set in a frown, but the rigid edges of apprehension show through nevertheless. Talk about your parents. As you speak to Aloth, you feel your voice like a bell in your chest. It tolls softly, luring him into the mists of his own memory. Beliseg doesn't seem to notice anything, but you feel as if your words are smoothing his essence, untangling its many threads. He closes his eyes. Mother is away most of the time, with the Thane's family, but I always know when she's coming home. Father's bottles accumulate like storm clouds on the horizon. His fits of temper become swifter and more violent. It still shames him, knowing that her heimneg to another man supports us better than his labors as a steward. This is good. I'm starting to see something. Continue. Tell us about the time you awaken. She bites her tongue and she twists one of the dials. I'm in my 5th year of training. Mother is home. I can let my guard down a little because when she is around, he is usually only angry with her. But he has heard that I have had troubles casting missiles, that my flame shields are unstable. He is furious that I have failed, and Mother's presence reminds him that he has failed too. The first blow takes me by surprise. One moment I am sweeping the kitchen, the next I'm sprawled on the ground, stupidly looking at flecks of my blood on the tile. His boots, glistening with fresh polish, thud across the floor. He kicks me in the stomach, and I curl up to shield my vitals. But it's pointless. Protecting one thing only leaves something else exposed. Still huddled on the ground, I retreat as fast as I can. I retreat until the vision of the kitchen and my own trembling knees is nothing but a pinprick against a field of black. His jaw locks and his eyes twitch beneath their lids. Madiko! Belisege furiously cranks the knobs along her scope. He's hypnotized himself with this old memory. You've got to bring him out of it. Quickly, I almost have it. Squeeze Alas's hand. You're safe. Everything's fine. Alas's eyes snap open, but the expression you see in them isn't his. He's never safe when I hap upon him! Belisege sucks a deep breath through her teeth. That's it. I'm seeing a shift in his essence. Something spreading and congealing. She glances at you over her scope. Keep talking. He seems to have responded to you. What brought you here? Cracking bones and voices high in ire. The warm molasses feeling that crips down your gut when crisis is nigh. Belfetto! We have flares of a totally distinct essence. She jots shorthand notes onto the pages next to her and turns one clicking knob on her scope. Now, try to get the two of them talking. Aloth? Ask Isomir what she's doing. Aloth's face twists in fury. Sticking weed. Worming parasite. He bursts into sudden laughter. Ye'd say the same to your own kindling twig when it betrays ye. Edar grins. Must be hard to avoid knowing there's a lady in your body the whole time judging you. Good, yes, very good. She rests from her scribbling only to make another adjustment to her scope. I can now see two separate patterns of essence. Where he ebbs, the other flows. It's as if the awakened soul fills the spaces that he leaves empty. Go on. Aloth, what's this about ceding space to Isilmir? He grits his teeth painfully. I've given her nothing. She usurps me in my own body. Aye, and I lend him a pair too. You should ask what I did with the old man of his. How the last time he laid a hand on us, I break it in 3 places. Aloth's head jerks to the side. That wasn't your decision. It's never been your decision. Now I was awakening, but now I'm stuck with ye, and damned if I let ye ninnying drag us both to the scupper. Ah, very good. She lowers her scope and consults her notes. I think I finally got something we can work with. I've tracked Isilmir's essence throughout the exchange. She had a particularly high density index during the most heated portions of the argument, and her essence seemed to localize most clearly in the lower portion of the subject's left rib cage. That's right around the spleen, which of course means that she is triggered by black bile. No doubt the subject's characteristic melancholy is to blame. Aloth blinks back at you, and in the midst of his perturbation, you're not quite sure who's looking out of his eyes. That's utter horse shit. Black bile, is it? They've certainly spat their share, Kenna studies Aloth dubiously. It is a simpler explanation than I expected, all things considered. She glares at him. Yes, never mind my years of training. I suppose you have a better explanation. You're close. I think Isilmir's appearances are related to potential sources of trouble for Aloth. Beliseg, how do I say her name? Beliseg? I'm going to call her Beliseg. Beliseg carefully scratches her jaw, her gaze darting between you and Aloth. I suppose that could be true. She jots another note. I'll have to check this against other research. He removes the copper bands. Well and good for you, but what does this mean for me? Belisig frowns at her notes, tapping her cheek with a quill and making a grand show of concentration. However, you catch her stealing a glance at you over the pages. I don't think that we're going to get very far trying to fight Isilmir, so I think we're going to do the second option. She did you a favor by dealing with your father, didn't she? I think she's trying to help you stand up for yourself. You may not like her methods, but you should hear her out. If you had to listen to her half as much as I do, you wouldn't say that. He scowls, but you notice something thoughtful in his frown. I've got a lot to process. Regardless, thank you for your help, Cohh. He does not look at Beliseg. She sets her notes on the desk and returns to her scope. Well, I hope this has been as useful to you as it has been to me. I've finally material worth publishing. You'll be the toast of Ravua, Fentra Aloth. His grimace melts into a crooked smile. Aye, advancing the right-wise principles of animacy, just what you've always wanted. As you turn to leave, you catch a darting movement out of the corner of your eye. Beliseg is humming to herself, still occupied with her scope, but Aloth is holding her notes. He's just about to tuck them into his cloak when he catches you watching. He holds a finger to his lips, his eyes wide, imploring, Please, I don't want my personal information published like this, especially not after her nonsense. I don't want to be a dick, but I think number 1 is the best place. I think number 1's the best place to be. What do you guys think? I think it was a deal. Yeah, I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do one. That was the deal, dude. If you make a deal, you stick by it. End of story. He slides the papers back under the desk, giving you a rueful look. I'm not gonna help you explain this one, scholar boy. Sorry.
Yes?
Sorry. What's gonna be really interesting is if we get that decision meaning something in PoE 2. Like, how cool is it gonna be in PoE 2 if we find a book talking about the great Beliseg and her work on Aloth? And maybe that wouldn't be there if we hadn't have done that. We're gonna have to keep our eyes open for that. That could be cool. Cohh is giving a lost info to Cambridge Analytica. Right? And that's just another great reason that I deleted my Facebook years ago. Okay, so we have to talk to the head person. Can we go in here? I don't think so. Yeah, no, we can't go in there. So our main story has us talking to Ethelmoer about Azo. I think we'll do that while we're here. Let's do that while we're here. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk to him here.
Hello.
So, I found records that Azo may be running some questionable experiments. Experiments? Cayman Azo's in charge of the patient welfare now. He's not authorized to run any more experiments. I am disappointed in Cademan. I had hoped he would not be the one to guide your inquiry. He'll be in his office or in the patient wards. I'm granting you immediate access so you can find him. No doubt you'll wish to speak to him further on this matter, and I, for one, am curious as to know what he might have to say. Tread carefully in the wards. There are a few dangerous cases. I would ask also that you do your best not to agitate the patients. They have enough trouble as it is. Okay. This is a little bit of history on the place here. Nothing too big. Oh, we have a representative in the palace this very moment defending the entire science of animacy at a hearing before the Duke. Absurd as it sounds. If it does not go well, it could be the end of animacy in Deerwood. I fear Avar may be swayed by all this unrest. Irrational though it may be, we shall see. Okay. All right, let's go down to the ward and see what we're doing here. Hey, Godfrey, how are you, bud? It seemed like there was a hidden door in the suspicious room. Mikkel? Which one are you talking about, bud? You talking about down here?
I'll stay out of sight.
Oh, what's this? Hey, look at this. Whoa. After traveling north from Godhammer Citadel, Sagani arrived in the Redsearan port city of Benhalt. Several of the pirates had landed there and sold much of their stolen booty. Tips and rumors from merchants and the criminal elements led Sagani to the Bone Isles, a small archipelago northwest of Redsearis. The more foolhardy pirates put up a fight, but most of them fled with small scraps of cargo. In the end, Sagani managed to recover over half of what was stolen. One item, a small curious diving bell, went unclaimed by the conglomerate of merchants that had paid for the recovery. Rewards, a bunch of experience, money, and this. Whoa. Plus 35 defense against dragon breath attacks? That could be useful. Especially like a poison dragon. Damn. How cool! That was a fun little side mission. We're gonna have to keep our eyes open for those. Okay, this is the room that was kind of weird, but I'm pretty sure we snuck around in here. Let's look again. I don't see a hidden wall. I don't think so, man. I don't think there's anything in there. I don't know if we snuck around in here yet. Oh, maybe there's something on this side? If there is, my perception isn't high enough. Let's go into the main area here, and we'll go down first. Wait, they have flesh constructs just walking around down here? Weird. Can I talk to them? Ugh. Okay. Icky.
Not sure how I feel about this.
Sure. I have
Hope that
33
helps.
lockpicks. I think we can use one. That's okay. Whoa. Whoa. Plus 3 DR bypass? 25 damage when attacking the same target as an ally, then plus 45 damage on top of it? Damn, dude. Now I want to know, I wonder if... So tell me something, chat. When I shapeshift with the druid, somebody told me that these bonuses apply to the shapeshift. Not the weapon itself, but the bonuses. If I were to dual wield with him, would both weapon bonuses apply to shapeshift form? Is that how that works? 2 weapon bonuses apply? Oh, shit. Okay. So I could do, like, that. And then, like, that. Oh, my God. Well, it'd be kind of hard to test, unfortunately. It would be kind of hard to test. I guess we could check for the accuracy. Yeah, we could check for the accuracy. So his accuracy is... Oh, well, see, I don't know how that would apply. Kurokoa says you lose all bonuses from equipped weapons. I don't. People have been saying that you keep the bonuses of equipped weapons when you shapeshift. So I don't know, man.
Not sure how I feel about this.
Right, we're gonna talk to him like last.
Hope that helps.
Yeah. Oh. I'm gonna put that on Cohh, I think. Hell yeah, dude. Do it live. Badass.
I'm here.
Okay. Just check your damage numbers in shapeshift form, once with weapons and once without. Oh, it's a good idea. Yeah, we can. That's a good idea. We'll play with it a little bit more when we get into the next fight, whenever that is. Why isn't that working? There we go. Always want to make sure that you activate every one of these little things, because sometimes it will, it'll make your party start talking about it. Okay, we got to check all these little areas, see if there's any hidden stuff. All Druid's equipment is inaccessible during transformation, and any bonuses it provides is lost, with the only exception being the Wild Strike Belt. But every form comes equipped with a set of special weapons and armor. This weapon is considered unarmed, dual-wielding with average base attack speed. That was Beduino WT from the wiki. Oh. Okay. Okay, so it looks like that may have been incorrect information earlier about the bonuses carrying over. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Thank you. In that case, we'll probably keep him with the greatsword for the extra damage. And this greatsword's good anyway. So. Wait a second. Oh. 10% damage as crush, and then that gets 25% damage. That's weird. That's weird. That's a weird weapon, but we'll keep it. Put those back in the bank.
Yes?
Mushrooms! Mushroom, mushroom! Badger, 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 badger. Can we talk to these guys? Master Azo said he'd make me better soon. I've been hearing screams in the night. Fun. Con Johnner says this game looks dope. Dude, this game is dope. This game is super dope. And what's awesome is, I don't know about you guys, but I love those games that you can just get lost in. You can, like, live in the game for, like, you know, days or weeks. And not only can you do that with this game, not only can you live in this game for days or weeks, but in 3 weeks, we have a game that's going to be twice as long as this one coming out. And everything we do in this game is going to be used in some way, most likely. Like all the game world, all the lore, even the characters are going to be used in the next one. So if you like this game, you've got like potentially 250 plus hours of content. Pretty awesome. Pretty freaking awesome. It's almost like an MMO in single player form. Pretty awesome. That's one of the reasons I'm playing it right now. Just because of how hyped I am for the next one. Oh, it requires a key. Okay. Man, this place is huge. Yeah, man, I wasn't expecting it to be this big. Zoe Katarina, I am a ranger. Yep. However, I think I'm going to roll a different class in PoE 2. I'm hoping we can do that and still import our character. I don't know how that's going to work. Does anyone know how that's going to work? If I want to load this save into PoE 2, do I have to play a ranger again? I hope not. Don't get me wrong, I'm liking my ranger, but I want to play a main character that has a little bit more to do. The only things I really do with this guy are like these two abilities and control my pet. So I kind of wish I had played like a druid or something with like the shape shifting and stuff like that.
Yes?
Oh, nobody knows yet? And some people are saying, no, you don't have to play the ranger. Okay, either of those are okay answers. Oh, you only import decisions. You have to remake your character. Great. Okay, that's fine.
Certainly.
That's fine. I actually like that better. Oh, it's stealing in here. It's stealing in here. Why? And from who? That's not stealing, though. That's weird. Okay. So, we got to check out this area. And then a little bit more of this central part. Oh, there's a door right there. More lockpicks. Beautiful. Yeah, maybe we'll play a mage in PoE 2. That could be fun. Or we could do a ranger in multi-class. It's good. Oh, that's right. Yeah, multi-classing is going to open up a whole new side to this game. That's going to be really interesting. That's really going to be... Oh, man. That's going to be fun. I'm so pumped for PoE 2. I can't even tell you. And what's even better, I'm excited to play PoE 2 on release. Like, it's one thing to play a game like this a few years after it's come out. It's going to be another thing to play it where it's going to be new to all of us. That's going to be really cool. Okay, well, I guess we can't go that way. I do want to play something kind of unique and interesting in PoE 2, so I may take some risks with our character in PoE 2. Just an early warning. It may not end out well, but we'll see what we can do. A curved spine twists this woman's posture forward. Her greasy hair draped over her large eyes like vines. She smiles at you. You must be visiting someone. Then, noting your appearance, she adds, a friendly visit, I hope. What do you know about this animator Azo? Oh, I like him very much. Many animators could care less about their patients, looks at us like vermin for their experiments, but Master Azo treats us like humans, even the very sick. You can tell he does this to help people. He's helped me understand a great deal about myself, and I know he's done the same for others. It's too bad what they did to him. He hides it well, but I know he's still affected by it. What happened to him? Frail's eyes dart back and forth. Her voice lowers to just above a whisper. They don't like to talk about it, but there was an accident. He's said to be one of the brightest in Deerwood. That was his reputation here, and that was what brought me to seek treatment. People say it was his ego that drove him to try and solve the legacy, but that's hogwash. Even if he was a bit of a showman, he loved his home. He loves his homeland. He thought he could help. He wasn't one to speak of his work. Suspected his colleagues might have tried to steal it, but he told me once that he had figured out a way to create a soul. Not a soul exactly, mind you. How did he put it? A proxy, I think he called it. Had some machine that drew energy out of the very ether. Can you imagine? The point is, it was going to help with the legacy. It was going to make Hollowborn into something easier to love and care for. God knows that's something we need. Do you know what they call those empty little babies in Andra's gift? No, tell me. They call them buoys. because so many of them are found floating face down in the water. These are mad times. Wow, that is dark. Anyway, Master Azo has scheduled a public demonstration of his work in Copper Lane. He was so excited. And the next day, he was locked in his office, turning away visitors, I heard. And he had stopped seeing patients. I don't know exactly what happened, and I don't have the heart to ask him, but I'm glad they're letting him treat people again. Interesting. Where can I find him? I think I've seen him around today. Have you checked? Oh, we know where he is. Yeah. Have any patients here been acting unusually? Well, there's Batixa, who relives a murder she committed more than 5 lifetimes ago. Idleman, who they say is only half a soul, and who was found collecting the faces of others because he believed his own to be a false one. The many-faced god. Is that a reference? Graham, he speaks in a language no one understands and wails at night sometimes. I mean different from their normal behavior. Well, yes, I suppose, but nothing they didn't volunteer for. Master Azo let us know that a number of patients in the North Ward had volunteered for a new therapy and would be escorted to his laboratory to receive treatment. The North Ward has our most troubled cases. I'm glad some of them have chosen to get help. It seems to me it's gotten quieter over there since it started. It's Graham I see them taking in the most. He struggles, but he always was a bit of a wild one. Would I be able to visit it? They like to keep them separate. I don't know that I've ever seen a guard allow a visitor, just Master Azo. Why are you in here? Behind her hair, her cheeks flush. I don't want to say. You'll think less of me. I'm listening. When you blush, it brings out the color in your eyes. Her blush deepens, and she ducks her head forward to bury her face deeper beneath her hair. These last few years haven't been kind to me. They haven't been kind to anyone, really. I try not to think of it as personal. I lost my husband and both boys in the Saints' War. My daughter, the legacy took her before she was ever mine. I made do. What else can you do? I moved into a tiny place in Andra's gift, got by mending clothes and on the kindness of strangers when I had to. But I was surviving, and the gods were watching over me. I could live with that. Then one day this noblewoman comes in, wants this fancy gown fixed, gorgeous thing, the shade of blue I'd never seen before, only I had. I looked at it, and it reminded me of something. I had what they call an awakening. I remember being a noblewoman myself in another life, people doting over me, men doting over me, the best food, the most beautiful home, all the things you'd never dare to dream of, they were mine. It was poison knowing that. All the things I had that I'll never have in this life. It did something to me. My food started to taste rotten. The walls in my little room seemed to close in around me. I stopped being able to sleep in my own bed. So I came here. It was that or break into an estate and start ordering servants around. It seemed like such a silly thing to worry about. You don't have to tell me, but I can't get past it, and I start to wonder, did the gods choose this life for me? And if so, what terrible thing must I have done to deserve it? Maybe you'll get there one day, and if not in this life, then in another. The strange part is, I think even the best wouldn't be good enough for me anymore. I think it must have gotten to that point when I was that noble lady. Damn, dude. Oof. So is that everything? No, no. There's stuff back here. Can we get in there? I think this is the locked place, but let's verify. Yeah. Can we talk to you? No visitors. I don't trust barrel milk.
Quiet.
But okay, whatever. Is there another patient out here we can talk to, maybe? Nope. Okay. Here we go. Let's go talk to this guy. See what this is going to lead to. Did you know that Deus Ex Game of the Year edition's on sale for 85% on GOG? Hell yeah, Fom. Hell yeah. They have a lot of great sales